This is our lectures on Toward New Horizons. And just as I told you before, we have a lot of treasures in New Horizons. And we can be talking today about FUSE, Fayad Unified Software Engines. And this is FUSE. And we're going to talk about one specific applications, which is very huge and very important, human rights FUSE. This is very important. This is one of the applications I would dream to build. I already prepared a full proposal for it to submit to many organizations, and I would like seeking participations from a lot of companies and people, and I will mention this. Let me give you an idea about the entire project here. So we and there's 3 pages about me, some links, and actually some of the links here, sorry, doesn't really work. This is a group on LinkedIn, and we planning to kind of spread these groups all over the business social media. The objectives here to show, sorry, it seems like I'm running it very quickly. The objective here, challenges 1 to 4 of this specific projects. What's human rights FUSE? I'm going to describe it also. Special goal 1 and 2 and 3. And this is taken from the description of the proposal, which would be submitted to very soon to Small Business Administration and Research. And we're going to talk about the FUSE project conclusion discussion. The first challenge here, which is actually, in this project, we will answer several important and challenging questions. 1, are existing human rights rules and organization effective? The answer is no. From what's going on everywhere, the answer is no. They're not effective at all. Can human rights FUSE exit without software development? The answer it cannot be. So this is going to be like an engine, and this engine is going to be a huge engine. It's going to be used by everybody. We don't really have to kind of really, we're going to talk about that. Let me see. Second challenge is, it is possible to build the human right FUSE as an intelligent, unified, multi-purpose social network engine that provide many ways for any parties to report, complain for 1 or more reasons with evidence. The answer is yes. Can the human rights FUSE overcome human rights challenges, the knowledge, capacity, commitment, and security gaps? The answer is yes. This is kind of really show challenge 3. Can the human rights use temporal and spatial analysis provinces of the complaint using smart unified content mining, unified deep learning, stable visualization techniques to look for any violations of human rights rules? The answer is yes. Now, challenge 4. A human rights FUSE is architected and designed to make it highly dependable, adaptable, separating concerns between functionalities, and is exceptionally well done. All of these possibilities, since it builds the foundations of software stability. In addition, this engine would be designed to bring several added value, such longevity and high investment return, configurable, customizability, and much more. This is very important for you to know. So, what's FUSE? Human rights FUSE is an alternative, unified, multi-purpose social network engine that provides many ways for any parties here, like any human, this is legal parties, by the way, any humans, any organizations, any country, any political parties. This is huge loss for each one of those, by the way. And for any actors, like person, hardware, software, creatures. Creature has rights? Yes. Yes, we have to start treating each one of those, especially person. They use a lot of many different things. And actually there are many crimes happen there. And we have to really be, this is again, would be a disaster if this right's been violated. To verify and utilize and collect and analyze reports, a complaint for one or more reasons with evidence. This is what the entire engine is all about. So the human right FUSE uses data visualization, which is actually another engine. This data visualization do all visuals and animations and analytical work with many different visualization and animations for each instance would be collected in this system. With temporal and spatial analysis data in many different regions, by the way, of this complaint, with a smart content mining FUSE, deep learning FUSE, and we look for violations of human rights rules. So 3, the engine keep track of different types of violations, categorize and record the violation in many different logs, generating many different reports. The engine provides many different support to their parties, users, such as advice and what's supposed to do, notifications of responsibility and authorized parties, consulting and legal guidelines and actions, which most of the people really get into into ugly situations. They don't know what to do. I'm passing through a very huge collective injustice. And they're all human violations, by the way. And they're all illegals. And I don't know what to do. I've been lost for over 6 years. It's my dream to build that system. There is no reason to really do anything to violate or maybe to deprive people from their human rights. Human rights provides use, excuse me, complaint management, reasons and evidence analysis, through violation discovery, um, sorry, human rights violations, early warning, preventive measures, human rights monitoring, risk identification, analysis and assessment, solution scenarios generation, illustration scenarios, and different actors and parties. We simulated their roles in any human rights violations. Generate all data needed to be analyzed, visualized, animated, and can be utilized in unlimited human rights violation at all levels, all over the world. Challenge 5, maybe that's FUSE 5 description. Human rights FUSE covers large number of aspects of mechanisms, focus on geographical aspects. They're also understanding the roots of human rights and violations, stuff like that. And this is very, very important because situation of human rights challenges and violations happen based on different aspects in different parts of the world. So this is also generate a numerous volume of different type of data driven from aspects, mechanisms such as spatial, temporal, views, analytical, political, economics, even driven behavior, stakeholder data, historical data, and so on. For example, spatial data is the data or information that identify detected graphical locations in various features of the boundaries where human rights violation exists. Data can be temporal, and because it is valid only for a certain extent and has expiry date and time. Currently, most of the research on data mining graphical data takes a static view and a graphical phenomenon with only captured one aspect of data, spatial data. This is really, which is a problem, to be honest with you. Now, the human rights FUSE extracts all knowledge and skills and spatial temporal data that will be held to better predict spatial processes or events over time. The human rights engines also extract other data such as stockholders, behavioral data, economical data, political data, will shed an understanding of the conflict situation and predict possible resolutions. So what's the goals here? Goal 1, this is a specific goal 1. According to the proposal we've been putting together here, extract the knowledge and skills from spatial data that will be used better to predict spatial process and or event over time. And actually, we talked about this again. This is very important goal. This is one of the first part of the goal 1. Human rights engine also extract other data such as stockholders and so on. We talked about this before. Let me say the other 2 here. So furthermore, the human rights FUSE has many additional properties, runs over online, all the time, like research engine and social media engine, by the way. Provide unlimited spatial temporal and spatial temporal applications. Has unlimited capabilities such as algorithms and mechanisms. Does not require prior investment needed. So this is actually to say, would be open for everybody. So specific goal, number 1.3, has provisions for high security and privacy, handle unlimited number of users and usage, limited cost per usage, royalty, subscription and membership, handle unlimited number of application runs in the same time. So this is still in special goal 1, shows a level of needed to demand for giving technology, evaluation technology, available all the time for usage online, range from single user to a large enterprise, has no maintenance and license fee, no prior fees for using the engine. Number 5, runs multiple algorithms on a complex aspects, data sets, and provide comparative results. M, easy to adopt, customize, and extend with many different kernels, such as visualization, animations, unified deep learning, and others. And collect unlimited type of data and contents, including live data on the spot, such as videos, pictures, environmental conditions, recording, and others. So this is number 2. This is special goal number 2, part 1. To develop accessible web-based portals interface to human rights FUSE in single entry interface. So anybody can really enter this system like any other engine by now. It takes any log, any content, such as a file, which contain different types of human rights violations data, content to be mined, analyzed, assessed, visualized, and animated, and shows more logs that contain the data results. The part 2 of special goal 2. In addition, web-based provide heading pages that will track and show several trends, show about the number of users, number of members, number of subscribers, and number of daily, weekly, monthly transactions with meaningful curves. Also, the use of these mechanisms, frequency and durations based on compare different mechanisms to find aspects and mechanisms finding and suggested action to be taken. Use tables, curves, comparing to frequency, durations, all mechanisms, and all data results. Similar and different usage of different aspects with their mechanisms. So this is again goal number 3, special goal number 3. This one, collect and document all human rights FUSEs, core knowledge, this is actually a special core knowledge, which include the actual and unified requirements, functional and non-functional requirements, also the ultimate design and architectures. It's going to be a huge system. And actually, this is really have a lot of advantage. We'll talk about it. And this is analysis, design, and actually architectural patterns, We will plan to collect, analyze, document all that stable core knowledge patterns of the entire knowledge map based on software stability and new linguistic engineering innovation. FUSE project. Project aim and develop an intelligent, timeless, stable, open unified architecture for multi-purpose human rights violations, data and content, management, engine where both unified stable classes, application classes are developed based on separately. So the engine would be developed and you could really build on top of it as many application for that engine. Furthermore, their compositions is formally supported to ensure correctness. Their separation of concerns allow for reusability and enable the building of software system for human rights views that are stable, reusable, adaptable, and extensible. So, conclusion. I would like to invite and extended to several companies, partners with us, as many professional and academic to be part of this project, to provide endorsement and support letter for this project to be done. I would urge everybody to participate. If you hear bad what's going on in the world of many violations everywhere, it become a disaster, like we actually an enemy of ourselves. This is affect all of us. We need to really do this project. It's very important. And this is, I would urge you to contact me and actually get this going. We're actually building consortium now to do that. We will have a lot of questions about this, and we'll discuss this all the time. If you use a new way of not doing the single instance application, as I told you, this is actually a unified engine. You could apply it with many different applications you want. And we'll describe this in details in the proposal as well for the participants. So we have a lot of work to do. We have to communicate about this. I wish you actually communicate with me about this. Take a role, play a role for your humanity. This is very important. So this application, this is again, there's going to be several books on this application, by the way. This is a base book on FUSE, which is guide all the activity we do in this project. So I would hope to hear from you, and in different ways. We need actually to make a collective offer, and actually this have to do with building such a system. We cannot go on with all this violation exists all over the world. This is nonsense. This is a killer. This is affect you if you are very close or far. It's affect you if you really, in any religion, you are a human. We need to do that. We need to do it very fast. I think this would be considered the best engine would be built for social, business, and human. This is, again, very important. Thank you. Take care. Bye.